For the last 7 years or so, I've been teaching people about the legalities and logistics of moving to Mexico. First as a blogger and now as a YouTuber. I create content showing people how to get things done in Mexico on their own, like how to get residency or renew that residency, how to register a car, how to get their Mexican tax number, which is the RFC, which is a hot topic right now. Even though I create content showing you how to do things on your own, you're often going to hear me say in my videos, you know what? You should consider hiring someone to do this for you. Now, it's not that I don't have faith in the folks watching, that you can't do things on your own. I'm just saying that when it comes to getting things done at government offices in Mexico, you're going to find that the processes that they use can best be defined by two terms: unnecessarily arduous and consistently inconsistent. That second one is going to drive you nuts. I'm just going to warn you. The official laws and regulations won't change, but if you go to, say, an individual government office with everything that you supposedly are supposed to need, then they've created some other rule or additional paperwork, and they may actually change from what they told you the day before. So long story short, life is just easier if you hire someone to do these things for you. Well, this week I had the opportunity to speak with someone who assists foreigners with, just absolutely everything to make their transition to Mexico much easier. It's a really interesting conversation we had. I think it's going to give you some insight into what kind of services are available. So here it is. I'm here with Yvonne. And what's your last name?
Pavan.
I wasn't going to risk that one. I don't want to. Pavan?
Pavan.
Is that okay? See,
Yes.
I'm probably still butchering that. So tell us a little bit about yourself. And you're out of Querétaro, correct?
Yes, I was born in Mexico City, but I have been living in Querétaro for 30 years, so that's quite a while. I study business management, and I'm the co-founder and general manager of Host Relocation.
Oh, wow. So you deal with a lot of expats moving down.
All nationalities, a lot of expats.
Okay, and get them adjusted to trying to get used to some of these inconsistencies, because I've been talking about, in Quintana Roo because I do the YouTube videos about how to get things done in Mexico, and I go through the procedures, and then I'll often hear from people who will say, Paul, when I went down, those procedures were good, but they added some extra piece of paper or some rule changed or how you make appointments is different. That's not unusual, is it?
No, that's the Mexican bureaucracy, and it not only happens in INM, it happens on any government application, any government procedure. So what I try to help with the customers is to get them smooth the cultural shock. In every country, the things are different. So that's why in Host Relocation, we are all Mexicans, so we know how to handle things. So
you've been around, the system. Okay, so obviously immigration issues, that's a big thing to help people with. And I do videos showing people how to do it. And a lot of people contact me and say, Paul, after seeing the videos, I don't even attempt that by myself. So that's great. So other things that people often ask me about is like real estate in a certain area. Do you help people with real estate too?
Yes, as I said, we are Host Relocation, so we offer any type of relocation services. One of them is real estate, and what we do is we don't only have listings. We look all around the city where we offer the service. So if you have a specific requirement, a specific needs, we can help you find it. It's not like, hey, Paul, here's my catalog. This is what it's all available in Querétaro, for example.
Mexico does not really have a good MLS system like we do in the US, where I can go on and I can see absolutely everything that's for sale in a certain area. So you have to rely on realtors to show you things. And in Quintana Roo, the way a lot of them will work is I'm looking for this, and they'll only show you things that they have a listing for or that a certain developer is offering because they're going to get the best commission. And you're like, is there anything else around here? Nope, there's nothing else. Does that happen?
Oh, in Querétaro, San Miguel, it happens a lot.
Okay.
And the foreigners, since they are not familiar with the process in Mexico, they think that that's it. That if you are a certain company, that's it. They will trust you. They will trust on your words. So what we do since the beginning of the creation of Host Relocation is just giving the freedom to look anywhere in the city. So we can find the better option for the client.
So they were actually seeing what other options are
exactly.
there and stuff.
So we can help you find it, definitely.
Do you help people with rentals also?
Yes.
That's a big thing because people always have trouble finding rentals.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
real estate agents always want to help with sales, but not rentals. So that's
The rentals, specifically in Querétaro, San Miguel de Allende, we only work for 12 months. That is long term. Because the cities are very steady, I will say. So there's a lot of people, there's hot market. So they don't want people changing tenants every 3 months. They prefer to have a contract, 12 months. It's more safe for them. It's more safe for both sides. So
that works out. I imagine that works out better price-wise too.
exactly.
You know, you're getting a lower, because vacation rentals can be expensive.
Yes.
And some people, especially expats, will think, oh, 3 months is a long-term rental. It's not a long-term rental to anyone.
Exactly.
You know, so
it's not.
you're still going to get super high rates if anybody's even going to do it. So this is a good option for that.
In a Mexican language, when you said long-term rental is 12 months in any state you're talking about.
You're helping them narrow it down. That's also a great service.
And let me tell you something. Besides that, we also help. You already purchased your house. What happened next? I don't have internet. I don't have the contract of electricity. Or how can I fill out my gas if it's natural? In Mexico, we use a lot of propane still. So normally when you work with a realtor, it's like, okay, you have your house, here are the keys, bye.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of follow-up services from realtors, not even in Quintana Roo. They're kind of like, okay, I'm done. I got my commission.
Everywhere, I think. It's everywhere in Mexico, and that's their job, to be honest. Just introducing the house, finish the contract, explaining the pros and cons and everything. That's it. We as relocators, we help you with, of course, with an additional cost, with the cost of hiring the internet, hiring the electricity, how to pay the bills, which is so
that's a big
different.
one too. It is so different.
It is so different from any country you talk about.
You know, when you first move to another country, you may have a lot of things you have to do at first, like, you know, get your immigration, and once you get your utilities set up. But then it may be a couple more months down the road, something else comes up that you need. Maybe it's registering that car, or you have questions about how the driver's license thing's going to work.
Or a doctor.
Oh, a doctor.
Yeah. What we do with our customers is to have a long-term relationship, which is very, how do I say, natural for us. We are Mexicans, we are kind, and it's not only me, it's all my team is like that. You can WhatsApp anybody of my team and me, and we will reply. What can I find? A doctor, a dentist, or a hospital, or I need to do some certain surgery. What do you recommend?
That's super helpful, yeah.
A school, for example. We also do schooling for expats. So we give you a tour around the school. So we know people, you know, I have been living there for 30 years. So I know a lot of people that give us the ability to help you, even though you have been living there for 4 or 5 years in Mexico.
It's very unusual to have just a place where, you know, I can say, if you go to this company, they can handle basically anything you want, because most people only do one aspect. They'll just do immigration, they'll just do real estate. Yeah. To have, you know, this kind of relationship where you can reach out for whatever and get things fixed. So you help people also. I get asked a lot, especially now with the push for more RFCs, you know.
Exactly. We just introduced that service.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We also help you with the RFCs, with the bank accounts, with getting you a cell phone, just giving you the best option for you, depending on your cell phone. So we take you to the dealership and we will set it up for you.
Wow, that is nice. So I want to be clear with everybody. Where does your company provide services? To what areas?
Well, the headquarters are in Querétaro, and we offer the service of settling services and immigration housing in San Miguel de Allende. And we also have an office in La Paz. So from there, we offer services in Los Cabos, and we are opening Jalisco. And also in Mexico City, we offer immigration only and settling services.
Wow. So definitely, if you're thinking of moving to Mexico, you know, and you watch my videos, you're going to hear me say a lot of times, have somebody help you get things done is going to make it much easier, because Mexico is very inconsistent in how procedures are, and it's going to be very frustrating, and then you throw in the cultural shock or maybe a language barrier. So this is definitely, you're offering one-stop shopping to take care of most needs. You know?
Exactly.
So you're going to find a link to their site in the description portion of the video, and it's also on the screen. And if you have any other questions, you know, you can leave them in the comments section, and I'll answer them, or maybe you'll answer them. So if you'll keep an eye on this video. Yeah, we will be happy to assist you, and thank you very much, Paul, for well, thanks for taking your time. So, to share this information. These are things people always ask me about, how I can get these done. And actually people are always like, Paul, do you offer those services? No, we don't offer those services. I just make YouTube videos. That's what I do. So now you have a great option if you're going to be in those areas. I think that's it. All right, so until next time, hasta luego.
Bye.